Hello, welcome to my channel. I am the goddess. Today's reading, I'm sorry, today's video is about a channel message through a dream. So, we're going to clear the energy. Y'all, like my little top. It's like it's giving Pocahontas in this bitch. So, okay. My son woke up this morning and he was like, Mom, I had a dream, right? So I'm like, what was the dream about, son? So I want to start off by saying, if your children have dreams, as a parent, it's your job to make them feel comfortable to tell you about it. Like, because I started my spiritual journey before I started like having children, they inherited my gifts. So whatever I am, it is sown into my children, right? So my son said that him and his brother went on a slide, and halfway down this slide, my youngest son got stuck on like this underwater slide, which is like some scary shit, right? So he survived though. Like, he didn't drown. He didn't panic. He didn't like do anything to indicate a near death experience. It was like he went with the current of the slide, and he was stable enough to know what to do to survive. Now he's 5, right? So it made me think about like when you're pregnant, when the child is in the womb, they're in a sack of water called the placenta. The placenta is the bag that is attached to the umbilical cord to your child's navel. And inside of all of that is the sac that holds the child and the placenta in this like bag. And so they naturally know how to swim because they are in the water for 9 months. So they both ended up, the end of the slide was at the end of the slide they both like fell into the devil's cave, but he said the devil's den, right? And then there were people down there who had died, and they were talking to my children. And so they were telling my children that the only way for them to get out of the devil's den is if they let the devil kill them, right? So I'm like, it's weird. But it wasn't weird because my son said that they had to go through the cave to find the devil. Now, any child normally would be scared to go looking for the devil, whatever the image of the devil may appear as in your mind. So they said that they found him and he had a pickaxe. And he said that he told the devil, the people who you killed, they told them that in order for them to get out of the devil's den, that you, the devil, had to kill them. And so the devil refused to kill them. When have you ever known in history the devil will refuse to kill anyone? Man, woman, child, right? So I said, that remind me of the live video that I did when I said that, the devil had been on my head since I was a child, been trying to get me, but it could never get me. And then so many people tried to send demonic entities my way to where now the devil and the Grand Reaper work for me type shit because they could never get me. I'm more powerful than those entities. And before the devil became who he was, he used to work for God. He was the angel of music. So the devil told them, "I refuse to kill you. You are a spawn of your mother." Now, when I first heard, now mind you, my son is 9, the one who had the dream. How the hell he know about the devil's den? How he know that the devil has, okay, even if he knew anything about seeing the image of a devil with a pickaxe, what the hell he know about spawn? His vocabulary, he's never used that word before ever in his life. And I never said that word to him. Excuse me. So the devil told him, "You are a spawn of your mother." And so then they closed their eyes and they teleported into this neighborhood. The neighborhood that the devil lived in. So it was almost like back in the day, history have taught us that in heaven and hell, I'm just gonna take that as confirmation. History have taught us that, like with the devil and the image of hell, it's like this dark place. The ground is lit with lava. It's fire. It's darkness everywhere. It's corpse walking around everywhere, and it's the gnawing of the teeth because they're like, trying to get out of hell, and they're like thirsty and deprived, and it's just like misery, right? So it goes from something like that to a modern day scene of a neighborhood that the devil lives in, and he lived in a trailer. I said, a trailer? Out of all things, the devil lived in a trailer. But it was symbolic for it, it was telling me that the devil was showing my kids that the devil rules the earth, right? So the devil lurks everywhere, right? In places that we may not even think that the devil, lives or resides in. The presence of demonic energy is everywhere because right now we're living in a world where evil is being promoted. Deceit, lies, sins, that's all being promoted as like cool type shit. And anything that is of God is like the government and different entities are trying to shine away. That's like when they started doing the Christmas, they dropped the Christ and put Xmas, and it's like they took God out of schools and say, "Oh, you can't talk about God or religion in schools," and it's all that shit has a higher agenda for different things. But anyway, so they said that they teleported into a neighborhood where the devil lived in a trailer, and they were looking around, and it was like, okay, like what's next? And so then they blacked out. Whoa! Thank you for that. Because I was like, in my mind, I was like, a trailer? Like, but that makes sense. That makes sense. A trailer, because the devil is spiritually homeless and roams in the wilderness looking for a house to occupy. Thank you for that. Okay, so then they black out and they opened their eyes and they were in this security room, like a bunch of cameras and stuff. And then it made me think of Eagle Eye when Shia LaBeouf played the character where it was like the he was running from the government and they was like trying to track him, and the system that they were creating is almost like a Siri or an Alexa, but I forgot the name of it in the movie. And she kept updating herself every day because they kept programming her to be smarter than a human. So she started tapping in every security system, every camera, every, whether if it's a camera on the street lights, a camera on the building, anything that had a lens that could be tracking people, phones, all that. She was tapping in every goddamn thing to try to get him, right? So I'm like, security room. And then the security room had a gaming system, right? So the devil was showing my kids all the games that he had, right? And so he was like, yeah, I got all kind of games, Naruto, Mario Kart, and other games that he was listing to my kids. So I said, Naruto, Mario Kart. Now, my son ended up waking up because he like his adrenaline started pumping, and he was so excited to wake up and tell me what his dream was about. And my youngest son woke up like 2 or 3 minutes before him, and he said, "Mom, did you try to wake me up?" And I said, "No, baby. Why? What happened?" And he said, "Because I felt something pushing me to wake me up." And he was like something was like doing this to his shoulder, like shoving him to wake him up from out of the dream, right? And so, excuse me. So, so I looked up Naruto because I know it's a popular anime TV show. Hello, my love. Welcome to the family. Thank you. So I looked up information on Naruto because I'm like, everybody talking about Naruto and this is anime TV show and all that. Let me tell y'all what the fuck I found out. Okay, so Naruto, it was okay. So Naruto's mother wished to return the demon to her body. So that tells me at some point in time she was possessed, right, with a demon. But she was close to death, like she had this near death experience and she was about to die, right? So it was decided that Naruto would be the next suitable host for the nine-tailed fox. And it was then Naruto, a newborn baby, was connected to the nine-tailed fox. So basically, Naruto's parents got sacrificed by this nine-tailed fox, right? So Naruto became an orphan. And when the fox killed his mom and dad, the powers that his parents had was then passed down onto him, and then that's how he got his powers of like um and the nine-tailed fox is a gene, like a Chinese like a demon. The nine-tailed fox is a demon. And so let me look up Naruto powers because I did forget to look that up. Because the episode that I watched, he was like harnessing energy in his hand. Wow, that's crazy. This vessel in like Japan recently that was famous for containing the spirit of the nine-tailed fox just split open recently. Yeah, like just earlier this year, they took it as an omen. Listen, I'm like, whoa, I'm getting chills right now. So Naruto's gifts are transformation jutsu, summoning, like summoning spirits, shadow clone, Wind release, so he's like an airbender type thing. Planetary Rosgon, mini tail beast ball, super mini tail beast ball. So he's like harnessing different energies in his hand, right? Every night. So I'm like, that's strange. And then the Devil's Den is a Native American. Um, it's on Native American land. It's like this hole in the ground that contains like it's like a bowl. So outside is like a crust and rocks and stuff, and then it's a pool of water, and then up under it is a tunnel that is a tunnel that first of all, let's go back. The Devil's Den is in Levi County. Soon as I seen Levi County, it made me think of Leviathan, right? So it's a talus rock formation that created a cave large enough for the Native Americans to possibly store food and other provisions, a pathway that is considered part of the old Connecticut path, land on the long tidal river, land of shady habits. But let's go back to the dream. They came down this water slide, and in the Devil's Den, it's like this long bridge that goes down to the water. You got to walk down the bridge, and then it goes into this body of water, and you dive into it. Like divers go down there. It's like a landmark where travelers go to like have like experiences. But this place is the land of the Native Americans, and then colonizers named it the Devil's Den because so many people died down there, right? The same people who my kids saw, right? So Leviathan, which means giant, it's a sea monster, a serpent, and a symbol of Israel's enemies. Behemoth, who dominates the land, is king over all the children of pride. So the reason, so it's another word for like the devil, a form of the devil. But the reason why the devil kept telling my children, I can't kill you, is because my children are not prideful. So it's the king over all the children of pride. Let's let that marinate for a second, right? So I'm like, what the fuck going on, right? So, okay, now let's go back to the game. So he named Naruto and Mario Kart as some of the games that he have for, like in the on his system that he could play. Now Mario Kart, there's a double looking character, right? It's like it kind of has like a turtle shell with spikes on it, and he has horns, he got a tail, and he got sharp teeth, right? So um the character's name is Roy Cooper, right? I touch and agree. So Roy Cooper is the demonic looking character on Mario Kart, where he's like always, where on every hard level, this character pop up, and he always laughing and bouncing from side to side. He got like a deep laugh, like ha 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 type shit, right? So he's called a Koopaling. Now it's seven of these Koopalings, and they're childlike entities, right? And they're called a Koopalings is a Bowser's minion. Now Bowser means pump. Minions means clone or servants. So if you pump clones and servants, you making a lot of these entities, right? And so the the so okay, now in Naruto, there's this place called Maelstrom, which is a powerful whirlpool in the sea or river, a situation or state of confused movement or violent turmoil. All of these things are taught. So now we go back to the Devil's Den. That's in Connecticut. I don't know if something is about to happen in Connecticut. I don't know, but whirlpool and the sea, the river, violent turmoil, the devil's den, all of this is dealing with bodies of water, right? And this they went down the slide and came out into the devil's den. It was like what like what about Connecticut, or what about the devil's den finna happen? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So then Leviathan is a sea monster. I'm not sure, like, what the fuck. Oh, and then that made me think of another thing. So when the devil was showing my children, when the devil told my children, I cannot kill you, you are um you are of your mother. What he said, spawns of your mother. The devil was teaching my children, listen, I can't kill you, but let me show you how to defeat me, right? When have you ever known for the devil to tell the truth or be helpful in the situation? So the devil showed them. So my son was like, before he woke up, the devil was trying to teach him how to wake up from bad dreams or whatever. And so he said a phrase, but my son can't remember what the phrase was. And then my youngest son said something was hitting him on his shoulder to help wake him up, right? So what I got from the dream is that the devil was showing him, look, I'm not what people paint me out to be, which is this red entity with horns and the pitchfork. An everyday person in the neighborhood could who it all depends on, right? It all depends on the internal person. If I'm doing demonic shit, then I'm on my demon time. You feel me? Which is acting upon shit that the devil would do, which allows the devil to easily possess me. But if the devil telling them, listen, I got a game system, the devil was showing my kids, I dwell in games, in video games. I dwell in the neighborhood. I dwell, on television, on TV shows. The devil was showing my children, like, this is how you know when this is of demonic energy. And now if you think about it, most children do what? They be on their phones, they play video games, they don't go outside and play anymore like how we did back in the day. Yes, he was telling that he occupied everyday people, right? So he was like, I dwell in these things. So don't be of these things. And it was like, mind you, adults make video games for children, right? So they can, thank you, my love, so they can easily fall victim of certain video games that they're introduced to. They can easily watch a TV show and demonic shit be going on in the TV show. If the parent don't sit down and watch it with them, they promote, homosexual activity. They promote pedophilia. You got all these Disney movies that be showing shit. Like the devil was telling them, these are the things that you do not need to be of, and he was teaching them how to defeat him. When he said that I cannot kill you, you are a spawn of your mother, that confirmed the live video that I said about my life, my near death experiences. That's like, they just had this dream last night, right? So I instantly prayed over them, burnt sage and all that. And it was like, it's like they don't even know how spiritual they are. They don't even know how powerful they are. They're, because I have high ranking in spirituality, they inherit my powers, just like how Naruto's mother inherited her powers and his father's power, right? Yes, and symbolism as well. So when he told me that they were in the security room, it was like the devil has eyes on anything that has a camera. That's just like when I was talking about the flashing. Men in Black, the flashing, and then my phone went to flickering when I was talking about the shit, and it wasn't where the camera lens was. It was like somewhere where my phone was cracked. The light was still flashing. I'm finished with my food, but I can't go watch a YouTube video with you. Yeah. So I was like, the devil. That's what I meant to say. When he showed him that he was in a security room and had a game system, not only do he resides in games, not only do he prey on children of pride, but he was showing them that he resides in technology. Yes. Right. So I'm like, I would have never thought about Mario Kart, but then I always wonder about that demonic ass character that they had. And then, oh, the Mario game, when I looked it up, it said Mario Kart Demon Sliding. That's what the fuck it was called. Fire hopping, demon sliding, and soft drifting is a game that like, I'm just like, confirmation like a motherfucker. Beast of land and beast of sea. And then that goes back to Leviathan. So I'm like, this shit is deeper than what the fuck people really be thinking. And he was teaching my children to not be of these things because he does not have dominion over them. He only has dominion. He is the king over children who are prideful, and pride, what J. Cole said, pride is the something of the devil. Um J. Cole, pride. Oh, that's what it's called. J. Cole's song, Pride is the Devil. Now let me read these lyrics right quick. It say, pride is the devil. Think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. It left so many RIP. Pride is the devil. Think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. Yeah. Terrified, paranoid. I put you over everything to fill the void. And when you're gone, will I have anything or will I be destroyed? I'm getting chills, y'all. Lord. Terrified, paranoid. I put you over everything to fill the void. And when you're gone, will I have anything or will I be destroyed? Bright lights. I just said about the motherfucking phone. Pass me in the city. It's an emergency. I'm thankful because I made it past my 30s. No one murdered me. Still remember vividly the end that pulled a gun on me. I'm petrified, but moving like I got no sense of urgency. Pride make an act way harder than he really be. Pride hide the shame when city cut off all utilities. Pride hide the pain of growing up in hell and poverty. Pride make a end feel the way that you would follow me. Make a end flash 1,000 like he hit the lottery. Make a baby mama make shit harder than it gotta be. Make you have to take the B to court to see your prodigy. Make you have to use your last resort and pull a robbery. Pride be the reason for the family dichotomy. Got uncles and some aunties that's too proud to give apologies. Slowly realizing what the root of all my problems be. It got me feeling different when somebody say they proud of me. Pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. Then it keep on saying that. Terrified, paranoid, I put you over everything to fill the void. And when you're gone, will I have anything or will I be destroyed? Too much money to count. What's the amount? Check never bounce. I gotta pay an end to add it up. Then pay somebody to make sure whatever amount he say he can back it up. Got racks on racks. I'm racking up, stacking up. You're reaching. I'm acting up. Break it down. Weigh it up. Now bag it up. Making five a month. That's regular. And playing with us. That's the negative. Go back to the start. That's never. I'm a boss. My closet leather. Ain't no off days on my schedule. Long as I live, we live forever. Told my twin this shit get better. These ends don't slip. Let me get ahead of them. Got my feet up. I paid silly bands to have S on the jet. I don't need them. That shit in the past. I'm feeling like what's next. Got my speed up. The adrenaline. And then I seen somebody talking about adrenochrome too. Now, mind you, the adrenochrome is when a child adrenaline starts pumping because they have been tortured, and then the adrenochrome is extracted out of the blood of the child and then is being consumed in order to stay looking younger, right? So if my children adrenaline would have been pumping and if they would have been scared, the dream could have went a whole different direction. But it was like they were fearless, right? Bye, love. Yeah, Disney with the pedophilia shit. So Um, all my pride gone, had to lose it all. I got rich. I own 5 homes. Glad some of this shit starting to make sense. I'm staying hella focused and I can't forget the bigger picture. I can't even hold you. I didn't have shit. I won't forget it. Will I be destroyed? Come to me with everything. It's starting to get annoying. I'm addicted to pee. That's crazy. Yeah, I know it. All this money coming in and drive me crazy not to show it. I'd be crazy if I blow it. Pride is the devil. And then my phone dong at the end. So yeah, that was the message for today, for tonight. Stay tuned for the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time.